Hello dear students, guardians and parents. Those who are watching this video, welcome to Vedanta classes. This is the math class number 8. Already 7 classes have been uploaded in our YouTube channel called Vedanta classes. Already 2 chapters in maths. There is one of them is a real numbers, another one is a polynomial is completed. Please go and visit our YouTube channel and you can get all those classes which many problems solved. Board level questions have been solved there, and the fundamentals you will get there also. You will get your clarity over there, I will assure you. So go and visit our YouTube channel for the last 7 classes. Now in this class we will study a new chapter which is a very important chapter. This is called as linear equations in two variables. This is the first class today. This one stands for the first class of linear equation in two variable. Here you can check it out. There are some numbers given. These numbers are the contact numbers of our institute. You can contact us through WhatsApp and you can call us. There are 2 WhatsApp numbers. At any time you can contact us. You can ask doubt over phone, over WhatsApp. At any time you can contact us. Please visit our channel and subscribe that channel, and there is a bell icon over there. You just click on that. You will get regular updates. The moment we upload the video, you will get the updates. So students, today in this class we will start linear equations in two variables. So this particular chapter carries a lot of weight in standard 10 board exam. Many questions comes from this topic, especially from this topic. Near about 10 marks, minimum 10 marks question you can get from the board questions point of view, if I am telling you. And many exams like NTSC exams and other higher level examinations, when you go to your 11th and 12th standards also, this particular chapter carries a lot of weight. So this particular chapter comes under the algebra section and very important one. So let's now discuss what are the things to be covered in this topic. So mainly in this topic there are 7 different parts. I have here classified into 7 different parts, and first one is what is a linear equation of two variables. You need to understand exactly what is a linear equation of two variables, then the graphical representation of the linear equation of two variables, then the solution, how to find out the value of the variables, that is called as a solution of linear equation of graphical method. There is another method called substitution method. We need to cover this. By elimination method, there is a third method. Another one is a cross multiplication method. So another one is the reducing equations to linear equations of two variables. There is a part, and the other thing is there is a miscellaneous. So other things we will cover it. So today in this class we will discuss what is a linear equation of two variables. This is going to be a very short class but very important one. So as you have already known, so this particular chapter many students actually get a lot of doubts because they don't have a fundamental clarity. So you must be fundamentally clear and strong before entering the actual topic, before dealing with the actual questions, the board level questions, NTSC level questions. You must have a strength, or you can say must have a clarity in the fundamental area. So what is that fundamental area? Today we will discuss that fundamental area, nothing but what is a linear equation of two variables. So students, as you have already completed in your 9th standard, maybe I am assuming you all have completed the polynomials. Those who haven't completed the polynomials class, we have also in our YouTube channel complete polynomial is there. You can go and visit the channel and you can attend the classes. So in this particular class we need to understand what is a linear equation with two variables. So in 9th standard, remember, try to remember, in the 9th standard you have already studied a linear equation. You have studied linear equation in the 9th standard, but of one variable we have studied. One variable. Yes or not? Since you have already have dealt with this type of thing, so can I write how this particular form is? The linear equation of one variable is nothing but ax is equal to b. This is linear equation of one variable, or you can say ax plus b is equal to 0. This is the appropriate one. Just forget this one. This is the appropriate one. Okay, ax plus b is equal to 0. This is a linear equation of one variable. Similarly, anybody who knows this basic form, he or she can say the linear equation of two variables. If I write about two variables, so undoubtedly you can say this, sir, this is nothing but ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. This is the linear equation with two variables. Yes or not? Everybody knows this, and everybody can assume this also. Linear equation of two variables is nothing but ax plus by plus c, where a, comma b and c are nothing but coefficients, or you can say constant coefficients, and it means they are simply the real numbers. And x and y, there are two variables. X and y are variables. Is it the thing that we have to know so that we can say we are fundamentally strong? What the first class is all about today? The first class is all about that how this linear equation of two variable is a no new thing. It's not a new thing. This is the thing you have already known this. This is not a thing to rot it. This is not a thing to remember. This is the thing, this particular linear equation of two variable, you have already completed it in the polynomials. Those students who have completed polynomials already in the standard 10, they have also completed this. They also know this, because I am going to show you what is the relationship between the polynomial and the linear equation with two variables. That thing is very, very important. So linear equation with two variable and the polynomial, how they are correlated. So those students who haven't also completed the polynomial in standard 10, so don't worry about it. I will tell you bit by bit. You will not face any difficulty in understanding this particular basic fundamental thing. So I told you now that what is a simple generalized form of a two variable linear equation with two variables, ax plus by plus c, and where these things are there, and we have already discussed it. So in the next part that I have told you now, what is the relationship between linear polynomial and linear equation with two variables? Means simply the polynomial and the linear equation with two variables, how they are correlated. Let's discuss. Hello students, you have already completed polynomials. Those who have not completed, just concentrate here. So polynomials, in standard 9 and in also standard 10 mainly, three types of polynomials basically we have dealt with. Three types of polynomials. Those polynomials are separated according to their degrees. So if I say you degree, if I write the degree 1 here, degree 1 here, degree 2 polynomial, degree 2 polynomial having degree t, that is the 2 that is called, and there is a polynomial having degree 3. So can I write now a polynomial of degree 1? How does it look like? So can I write polynomial of degree 1, p of x of variable x is nothing but ax plus b? Is it correct? Is it correct or not? This is simply a representation, generalized representation of a polynomial of degree 1. Is it correct? Now come here. A polynomial of degree 2, how does it look like? Simply polynomial of variable x, p of x is nothing but a x square plus bx plus c. Since there is a degree 2, because highest order of the variable is 2, that's why it is degree 2. Highest order is, here is 1, here is 2. X ka variable, the power of the highest power of the variable is nothing but called as the degree. That is called degree. That is how it is represented. P of x is equal to x square plus bx plus c. This is already we have known. Since those students who haven't known all this thing, just now for the sake of this understanding thing, just go for it now. Let's see. Another one, the degree 3, p of x is equal to ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. These are the no new thing I am writing here. The same old thing I am writing. So what is the main motive of writing all this thing? Because I am here now want to tell you, we are now studying an old thing we are studying. It's not a new thing, because many students, when they come into this particular equation part, linear equation with two variables, they simply got a kind of a thinking like this is difficult for us. Hello students, this is not a difficult thing. First you understand and go through it, that what is a linear equation with two variables. Check it out now. So this is the other names. Tell me, well, this other name of this thing, the linear equation of degree, or simply the equation, the linear polynomial, or simply the polynomial of degree 1. It is called as the other name. I have already told you. That is nothing but linear polynomial. Linear polynomial. Yes. The other name of the polynomial of degree 2 is quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial. Yes. So this is nothing but the cubic polynomial. Cubic polynomial. Why this is cubic? Why this is? I'm not going to explain all this thing, but I am going to explain it here. This particular thing, that linear polynomial, is our main focus now. Let's see these two things. You will be like, I think you all are clear in now in your polynomial part. So don't worry if you haven't completed a polynomial. So just go for the polynomial. You will get the details about all this thing. Now come here. In the polynomial of degree 1, it is nothing but called as a linear polynomial. Somebody will ask you now, why it is called as linear polynomial? Then what could be your answer? What should be your answer? What should be your answer then? If somebody asks you directly, so you know that this is this, and why it is a linear polynomial. So why linear, the linear term? So you must tell that person, so if I represent this particular polynomial on a graph paper, means if I change the value of x, I need to find out the value of p of x. This is it the thing ना? p of x का value क्या है? What will be the value of p of x when value of x is 1 and when value of x will be 2, when value, so I have to, like, this is a simple thing. I'm just now telling you, like, I want to know p of x here, x will be here, and it will be something 0, then it will be how much? It will be 1, it will be how much? It will be 2, it will be how much? It will be 3, it will be how much? This is the thing I want to tell you. This is already, you have already done during the time of your graphical things, that you have already done it. Like in your lower standard 7, 8, 9, somewhere you have done it. So when you draw this particular thing, when you just put x value and find out the p of x value, you will get a, always remember, particularly this type, I'm not talking about this one, what we will get as a graphical form, what we will get, that graphical form of degree 2 and degree 3 is completely different, but here the graphical form is always a straight line, always a straight line. You will get always a graphical representation of this linear polynomial as a straight line. That's it. So the straight line, ST for straight line is nothing but, that name comes from that straight line, linear polynomial. So don't ask me here that, sir, what will be the like graphical form of degree 2, like these are the things that will be covered and already covered in the polynomial case. Go to the polynomial class and check it out. You will get all the details of that. But why I am again covering this thing, because we are now focusing, we are now going to show that whatever we have completed in the case of linear polynomial, and those, how it is nothing but a new thing, not a new thing. It is simply the linear polynomial and linear equation with two variables are very much related with each other. So that's why I am now explaining you again about linear polynomial. Got it? So check it out. So now you are clear now, this particular degree 1 polynomial, that is called linear polynomial, and why it is called as a linear polynomial. Now come to this thing again. So why it is a linear polynomial? I think you all got it. Check it out in the next page. I'm showing you. So now I'm writing it again. This linear polynomial again I'm writing. It is nothing but ax plus b. Yes, is it? Now, so the graphical representation is nothing but like here, this x, this is p of x, because I am going to find out the value of p of x will be how much. So anything like the graph of this always a straight line. Its straight line can be of any type. So I am just drawing it like that. So now, as already you have known, in a graph paper, and normally we say this is the x part and this is the y part. So I'm just going to simply replace the p of x as y. I'm not doing anything. I'm simply replacing the value of p of x as y, and the same graph I am writing, same graph I am drawing here. So can I write now this? Check it out here. So this particular thing, now I am writing it. Why? Because I'm not I'm simply replacing the p of x value as y is equal to ax plus b. Is it correct? Yes. Now check it out and simply concentrate here. What is the value of y and x here, and a and b, and xy, how they are actually here in this particular graph, how they are varying, or so how and which of them are varying and which of them are not varying. Check it out. So in this particular graph, check it out, this is the place I am just pointing out. This is the place. Here x has a particular value, this is x value, and y value is actually 0 here. So this particular has x and 0, y is 0 actually. Here x is this much, y is this much. Here as x and y has a different value. In this point x is this much and y is this much. So here x and y is having different value. So particularly this point, so x is this much and y will be this much. So x and y are different value here. So you can imagine this is the straight line, unending straight line. This will never end here. So every point of the straight line, why I'm telling about a straight line, because this particular, whatever it is written, this expression, when I represent it on a graph paper, this is nothing but a straight line. This is, so whenever in this particular straight line and this particular expression, two things are variable. Check it out, x and y are variable in each point. Here x and y are variable, means the value of x and y here varies at every point. It changes. X value here and x value here and x value here, x value changes at every point. So x is a variable. Similarly, y value also changes at every point. That's why y is a variable. So x and y both are variable. So in this expression, particularly I'm telling this is an algebraic expression, which is y is equal to x plus b, which is not a different thing that you have already completed in our linear polynomial p of x is equal to x plus b. This is same thing. I'm not writing a different thing. So x and y are the variable here. A, b, those are the coefficients here. A and b are coefficients, and those are nothing but the real numbers. Handwriting is not too good of mine, so check it out. So kindly focus on my words. So check it out here. So now again I'm rewriting this particular thing. So here I'm just drawing a line over here. I'm sorry, I'm now rewriting here. So can I write y is equal to ax plus b over here? Yes, y is equal to x plus b. So implies that I'm just bringing these two things into the left side. Y minus ax minus b is equal to 0. So y minus ax minus b is equal to 0. This becomes an equation. So this whole thing is equated to 0. This is an equation. The linear polynomial, whatever we have studied in our 9th standard, even in the 10th standard studying part, that same thing is nothing but an equation of a straight line. Equation of a straight line. Is it? Am I wrong in telling this? if I tell this is an equation of a straight line, is it wrong? No, this is not wrong. This is an equation of a straight line. So this equation of straight line, again I'm writing y minus ax minus b is equal to 0. This is an equation of straight line. An equation of straight line is having how many variables? Two variables, y and x. And other things are the constants, or simply you can say the coefficients. Coefficients, and one of them is a constant, and here is particularly a is a coefficient. And whatever is multiplied with y, if I say in y is here, if I say 2y minus x minus b, so 2 whatever multiplied with the variable is called as a coefficient. So what could be the generalized form of a linear equation? Generalized form, now we are discussing generalized form of linear equation. Generalized form of a linear equation. So it is nothing but there will be two variables. Here you already have checked it. If I write ax, you just check it out. These two things are no different thing. Plus by plus c is equal to 0. Is it the different thing I am writing? Here the value of a was minus a. Here the value of b was minus 1 and the value of c was minus b. So I don't think so there is a different thing I am writing. What is the value of a here? A's value is minus a, b value is 1 here, c value is minus b over here. So I'm not writing the different thing. I'm just writing a generalized form of a linear equation. How many variables? Two variables, x and y. Here a, b and c all are constants, you can say, and a, b are coefficients, c is a particularly constant, all are real numbers. So whatever we have discussed here, I think you got it. What is the relationship between a linear polynomial that we have already discussed and a linear equation with two variables? So why the main point of discussing this is the basic fundamental. You must know the fundamental. This is a no new thing. You are not going to study a new thing. It's the same thing that you have already completed in polynomial. It's a, you can say simple as same chocolate with a different packet. Simple. Same chocolate with a different packet, but the taste the same. It's a no new thing. I have just shown you that linear polynomial. I have not told you that it is a linear equation with two variables, but from the linear polynomial only I checked it. I told you how that linear equation with two variables comes from. So linear equation with two variables is nothing but, again at the last, ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. This is the generalized form of linear equation with two variables. So in the next classes we will go for the solutions, the representation of the linear equation of two variables. I think you have an idea now. The linear equations of the two variables, or with two variables, when you represent it, obviously there will be a straight line, because this is simply we have already got. So in the next classes when we go for the graphical representation and all, you will feel a lot easier. So don't worry about it. The solutions of graphical representation you will feel a lot easier, because you know the concept now from where this particular thing comes. So that's why you will be much more confident when you solve this particular questions like board level questions and TSC questions. When you see this graphs, when we see the graph directly, so you will not be afraid of these questions. You will be like, you can go to the deeper part of the question and solve it, because you are fundamentally strong now. So linear equation with two variables, whatever I have told you in the first, x plus by plus c is equal to 0, and how that comes from, I think you all got it. So thank you for watching this. So these are the numbers. As I have already told you, you can contact us at any time. We are already running a big WhatsApp group where Zoom online classes are already going on. Those students who are interested to join the Zoom online classes, where the online classes for all the subjects, exactly all the subjects, even the language subjects as Hindi, Sanskrit are also given, English are given, all the language subjects along with the SST separate teachers for like science, like physics, chemistry, bio, separate teachers we are providing. So it's all free for now, so you can join us. You can take the you can take all the materials also in the WhatsApp group. You can like take all the materials we are providing it. So thank you very much. Those who have not attended the previous classes, just go to the YouTube channel and just subscribe first, and then watch all the videos of video classes, and other classes will come soon. Thank you very